Oh. 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 Great. Already. All plugged in and wired up and oh, it's a bit cold today. So welcome to the broadcast. I've got a really bad stomach this morning as well. Not sure what I've eaten. I've not had chicken or anything. I had tuna yesterday. Yeah. It could be ovulation as well, I'm not sure. My period's due, I think, in a week or something. Maybe it's that. So I'm feeling a bit, yeah, I think it is that, yeah. It's a bit early though. Just to be feeling blur. But I do feel blur. Oof. So yeah, sorry. So yeah, I'm a bit sluggish this morning, a bit I've got some hot water, well, warm water now. Might get some more in there. Hi Ramon, good morning. So we'll see. I'm a lady. I'm still a lady. So yeah, I do these streams twice a week on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. and on Sunday mornings at 10:30 UK time. And to ask questions, you friend me on Skype and send messages, or you can call directly on Skype. And I have various links below the video on YouTube. So you can link to my website or see what times I do my streams and things. So yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, Ramon. No. There's been interest in me doing a talk in Holland. So people are trying to work out how many people would be along. So if you live in Holland or willing to go to Holland for a talk, then can you send a message to Ramon. How can I do that? If you email me, I'll then pass it on to Ramon. So just email me to say, yes, I live there, or I'll come to Holland for a talk. And send it to rebekahmaroon at gmail.com, and I can forward it on, just to engage how many people are interested in that. So thank you for reminding me, Ramon. Yeah, so non-duality. Ho, 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 non-duality. This cushion is too much. It just feels too much. Let's see. I feel a hair in my throat. Oh, my belly. So what is being spoken about is the end of that identification with being someone. That moving back to not being something, not being someone, the emptying out of that position, the emptying out of that attachment to that form, to that appearance, to any form, any appearance, but to being someone. This is freedom. That there's no freedom found in that dream of someone. They're only pleasures, temporary highs. Whether it, happiness or joy or whatever it is, temporary highs, temporary pleasure. Those pleasures can't be permanent. So this isn't about like pleasure or being happy on the human level. this is about you being happy on the human level, getting pleasure and being happy, then it's going to change to not happy, pain. So this isn't about the human level or the human reality. It's the end of that identification with being something in movement. But it just happens that identification, that sense of being someone, looking out of the eyes, that sense of being someone, having an experience in relationship to other people, to the world, to whatever, that seems to happen in humans. Like in certain fish, they are on the land. That happens in that particular species, that particular animal. Or I don't know, owls sleep in the day and are awake at night. That's a particular way of that bird, that animal. In humans, that dream of someone just seems to happen as a part of being human, of having this complicated brain, complex brain. So that happens. And then all this seeking to end that sense of separation, to find wholeness, happens. And what's being pointed to in non-duality is the end of that, which can also happen, an end of that dream of someone, the end of that seeking for fulfillment can happen. Now, I can't say how that happened, it just happens. I can very much say it's linked to non-duality, hearing this message, but that can't be a set rule. But that's what happened here. So I speak from this experience, from this human. So this is pointing back to the real experiencer. And the real experiencer, you can only imagine it to be a thing, an entity of some sort, but it's not a thing or a person or any form. It's not a thing. And this isn't something that you have to learn and understand and I'm not teaching something for you to take on and to believe in and support. It's more of a recognition. It's more of a seeing, revealing that there isn't somebody here speaking, there isn't somebody here listening, there isn't somebody here thinking. And nobody realizes that. It's just realized, it's just happening. This is just happening. Life is just happening. And it was never happening to someone. That someone who was claiming it to be happening to it was an appearance appearing. And it was never the real experiencer. It was never true. And this is the beauty. That there isn't someone here. Life isn't hitting someone, affecting someone. That was an illusory position appearing. And it wasn't an actuality. And this is all this is pointing to. It's really simple. Freedom is it's so simple, so beautiful. So simple. The only difficult part of it is the unpicking of that illusion with its complicated thinking, all its ideas and what it's holding on to be true. But even that's simple as well, because it's not true. It's not true. Oh, I just need some more hot water. Won't be a minute. I don't always have the pains every period I get, but some months it's just, yeah, it hurts. It's more of an ache rather than a pain. It's more of an achy feeling. Oh. No, I'm okay. I'm okay to keep broadcasting. I'm okay. I'm just sharing what's happening. I'm doing my hair later as well. Taking these out. So yeah, you can ask questions. Send questions on Skype. Alessandro, hi, Alessandro. Hi, Rashida. I do have kids. They aren't here at the minute, but I have two, a boy and a girl, ages 4 and 5. Yep, I have kids. Do they trigger you still, as mine do? Hi, Rebekah. Sorry. You see, when I say I have kids, it's not like it's just like human communication. I have kids. It's just a way of communicating. It's not like it's just a way of communicating. I have kids. It's not a reality. It's not like I could say I'm a woman. I'm from England. It's just a communication. How humans can communicate. We exchange language, ideas. We speak. So do they trigger you still? Trigger me. Trigger me. I can only interpret you mean like, do their behavior like make emotions happen here or reactions happen? But I don't see it as they trigger me. I just see a reaction. Do I worry? Do I worry about them? Not really. Not really. I don't worry about them. I could worry about them. Not really. I mean, I think about like thoughts about wanting to make sure that they, like Josh, my oldest right now, is learning how to read. So I'm trying to put that in there. He's reading a bit more now. I'm trying to help him with that. So you can ring in. You can ring in if you're free to call. You can call in. You've got a few questions that you're writing, so if you want to call in, it might be easier to call in. But yeah, the reactions happen. The reactions happen. I can say like, be quiet. I can say, whatever. There's just normal, like normal interacting. But it's different to how Like it's not happening to anyone. Like there's not someone here anymore. So there isn't someone there in the kid. There's just normal interaction without it being personal or relating to someone else. It's just such a intimacy with what's happening. There's just what's happening. Not someone there being intimate. There's just intimacy. There's just what's happening. Just the communicating, just the reaction, just the behavior, the conditioning. So you could say the conditioning is a trigger. So maybe they do something and there's a reaction here, which could be called triggering, but it's just the conditioning. It's just a reaction that happens. It's no longer personal or a problem. It's only a problem when it's someone's reaction. Then there's I shouldn't have done that. There's a judgment. There's a feeling bad about it. I feel guilty for what I did or what I said, or I can apologize for being irritable or snappy or something like that, or a bit impatient. So I'm sorry for being rude today or impatient today or whatever. I'm a bit tired. I'm a bit stressed. But it's not true. It's not like a reality. It's just like a normal human interaction. You'll say sorry for being rude or being impatient. You just apologize. Just naturally you apologize for saying something maybe inappropriate or reacting maybe inappropriately. But it's not anyone's fault. It's just what's happening. It's not owned anymore. That's okay. Yeah, it's not a reality for you, because that you feels it is someone. It's someone separate. Because me is a reality. But me isn't a reality. Oh. This is what's so beautiful about this message. It's just just normal humanness. It's just normal humanness. Just normal humanness. Not being special, or it's just normal humanness. Whatever that human is, whatever its conditioning is, whatever its perspective is, it's just normal humanness. It's just empty. It becomes empty. Just what it, or full. Either way, empty or full. It's just what it is. It doesn't belong to anyone. No one's holding on to it and making it into a real thing, or an important thing, or a meaningful thing. It's just what's happening. Total freedom. What's happening. Yeah. 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 It's such a strong feeling that when you are separate and you are real, then you're in control and have power over your action, what you do, what you say. Then yeah, you're gonna feel like I've hurt someone, I've hurt my kids, I feel guilty about what I've done and what I've said. So it's a heavy burden being someone. and then to project somebody onto the kids, they are somebody that I could hurt, is another burden. That you're responsible for these kids that you've imagined. That's a lot to take on and claim. Oh, thank you, Rashida. Thank you, Rashida. what you looked for is what is happening. What you look for, that's happening. There's nothing but that which you look for. Everything that's appearing is that. Everything that's happening is that. That seeker that's appearing, who's uncomfortable and is seeking for release of that discomfort, that is appearing. So if that one who's seeking is an appearance appearing, then it can't be a reality. What is the experiencer of that seeker? What is that seeker appearing in? What is allowing that seeker to appear? What's allowing the thoughts to appear? What are they appearing in? What is that frustration appearing in? That sense of not enough, what is it appearing in? But as a seeker, the mind's so busy trying to deal with that, trying to give it something, trying to find something that it's identified with that position, with that problem, with that seeker. And that's also another appearance appearing. What's being pointed to is beyond all movement, all forms, all appearances. That which allows everything. It can't not allow everything. And here's the beautifulest part. It is everything. It is everything. There's nothing but that. Yeah, the person is that prison, is that cage. What about realizing that you as a person are totally caged? That person isn't caged, it is the cage. It is the prison. But it's appearing as a prison, as a cage in freedom. But it's trying to find freedom for that cage, for that prison. And so it uses pleasures to feel better about being caged. One of my former teachers told during a meeting that once that is realized, you are totally free. Yeah. It's that seeing that you aren't that prisoner, you aren't that, like, that's appearing. So then what are you? If that's appearing, what are you? If that you isn't an appearance, it isn't actually the experiencer, that you, that sense of being someone, is an appearance appearing, then it's like a, and what is left? What's left when it's seen that thoughts, emotions, these are all appearances, all forms appearing. Then what's left? This isn't about getting rid of the thoughts and the emotions and the projections. Even the projections, something wrong with projections or ideas or thoughts or emotions. It's just the collapsing of seeing that those aren't true, they're appearances appearing. So then what is left? What is doing all of this? What is thinking? What is speaking? What is seeing? What is breathing? And it isn't another thought or an idea. That would be another appearance appearing, a thought, an idea. This is love. The being is love. The manifestation is love. That the nothing, the nothing, the form of it is love, and everything's made up of love. Everything is love. The beingness, the being, the isness is love. Oh. Can't help it. It's love. It's love. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. So you can join me on Thursday. Bye.